The garage is too full. He's had to extend it out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Garage Gym Gains, home of the garage gym tours, as well as the home gym tours, the basement tours, the spare bedroom tours. Today, we actually have a garden tour, which is going to be very interesting. We've been on a roll with some pretty intense home gyms. This one is a garage/garden gym. Cost Daniel about 30 grand retail, although he did say he's been able to get some really good deals on, I believe, Facebook Marketplace, some used stuff, things like that. So I'm really excited to check it out. If you're into home gyms, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the tours or the reviews, comparison videos, or anything of the sort. If you're looking for any gym equipment, hit the links down below because it does help out the channel. And if you're looking for the best protein bars on the market, at least my favorite and some of the best tasting ever, try out the Built Bars. They are also down there below. The link is gonna save you 10%. So it's a pretty sweet deal. And these are sweet as well. That was kind of corny, but it's true. They have 130 calories, 17 grams of protein, so the macros are there to support it. But I'm gonna throw on the headphones and we're gonna get right into things. Very excited to check out Daniel's gym. I will be linking his information down below, but let's go.
Righto, hello guys. Let's do a 2021 update of the gym, which is now expanded past the garage and onto my back patio. So nice little bit of grass. And let's do a walkthrough. So, starting.
The garage is too full. He's had to extend it out. I live in Kansas, well, Missouri actually, so that's not really an option for me, even though mine's getting pretty full. Yeah, let's see what he's got here.
Outside, we've got an again faster glute ham developer. We've got an assault bike.
Real quick here, the GHD, the Glute Ham Developer, has quietly been one of the most consistent pieces throughout these gym tours. So people really like it. I need to do them more. I don't do them at all. It's been in a lot of gyms. It's one of those sleepers, I feel like. Like, obviously, everybody has a squat rack. We don't really think about that too much. Everybody just has it, but this is something that I feel like is kind of flying under the radar, and they're awfully popular.
Imported copy. We have, I'm not sure what the brand is. I got this recently off of Facebook Marketplace for 200 bucks, but it's some variation of like a hammer strength or a Pro Maxima chest press machine. There's only a couple of plates on there, but most of the plates are inside. So there's a body solid leverage squat, which I've refurbished. I got that for free off of Facebook Marketplace because it was completely rusted out. I took it back to bare metal and then resprayed it, new pads.
Daniel, man, you did a heck of a job restoring that. That looks spiffy. That's a good looking piece. And they're cool too. They're also good for calf raises, a little side plus.
I even added some handles, which make it a good little Viking press as well. So we've got the sled there, storage there for the bikes that go in the car. Leg extension, leg curl attachment, which goes in my adjustable bench. There's a attached to the wall, a ski erg. I've got a Concept 2 rower as well that can be wheeled out when required. There's the spotting arms to my rack, 60 kilo stand bag, preacher curl attachment for the bench. There's my flat bench. And then here, if I zoom out a little bit or back up a bit, you can see is my ATX half rack, which is a little bit bigger than 3x3 inch because it's German, it's metric, so it's 80 millimeter by 80 millimeter. There's about 300 kilos worth of competition style or training competition style, because they're all black, but competition style training plates from, again, Faster. As you can see, I've permanently attached my my belt squat attachment from ATX to the rack, so that's ready to go at all times. I just flip it.
I'm very glad he pointed that out, because you could probably see on my face, I had no idea what that was. Not a clue.
Down like that. some of my barbells, I've lent a couple out to some friends, but
What a good
I
guy.
have a Force USA competition Olympic weightlifting bar, an aluminium kids training bar, and again faster CrossFit style general purpose bar. And then I've also got a women's bar which has been loaned out. A little bit of wall control in there just for some odd bits and attachments. My other
If you guys don't already have it, you need to get some type of wall storage. It's a game changer. It displays everything. It looks cool, but it's also really organized.
jammer arm, that's a jammer arm that I've converted into a belt squat if you can't tell, but the other jammer arm actually sits up there, which was a homemade version of a leverage squat until I found that. So I don't really use that anymore. It can also be brought down and in front of the rack as a glute bridge machine. I've got a sissy squat back there, also a plate loaded vest for those times.
Sissy squat, one of the most overlooked pieces of gym equipment. The reason I say overlooked is because a lot of times people think they need to go for the expensive thing, some type of big piece of machinery where you can get just one of those. They don't cost that much, maybe $200 or $300. They're pretty small, they're pretty portable, and boy, do they wreck your quads. If you haven't tried one already, definitely check it out.
I want to make walking the dog's a bit hard. One of my dogs is really old, so she doesn't like to run. So there you can see I've got a 9-bar cube, which is holding a hex bar, a bicep curl bar. At the back there's a little tricep neutral grip bar in there. There's a Swiss bar, a giant cambered bar, and a safety squat bar. It's an iron edge safety squat bar, so it's actually just made out of Schedule 40 pipe, but the pads on it are phenomenal. At the back,
Overall, awesome selection of bars, obviously.
I've got some storage there for my wall balls. Wall balls don't see too much use anymore. I used to do CrossFit, so I used to use them a lot more, but straight back into the bodybuilding now. So this is one of my favourite pieces. This is I believe it's a V1 or V2 Cybex chest supported row. And that's one of my favourites. It's only got a 200-pound stack on it, but I do have a gym pin. If you don't know what a gym pin is, just search gym pin on Instagram. It lets you add additional plates to your pulley stack, which lets you get a lot more life out of a machine. That there is my adjustable flat incline decline bench from Force USA that uses the attachments before the preacher curl and the leg extension attachment. This here is an SMAI, Sportsmaster Athletics International, I think it stands for, dumbbell rack, which you can see I've got the 4 shelves there. So I've got 5-pound increments. Well, it's 2.5 kilo increments, I should say. It's in kilos. I live in Australia, so we're metric. But going from 2.5 kilos up to 35 kilos, and then after that, it's 5 kilo increments on the bottom row, going up to 50 kilos. And then at the back there, not seeing much usage at all. I do have 2 of all the kettlebells up to 32 kilos. And then on the other side of the gym, I have a Synergy branded delt press machine with the 10 plate stack there. Obviously a fridge at the back for all the drinks and whatnot. You can probably guess what's in here. Right, just lots and lots of white and green monsters and some sugar-free lime sodas. Bluetooth speaker. It's not particularly large.
Side note, speaking of the fridge, exciting news. I do believe I have one on the way. I'm excited to show you all. But back to the gym. I knew there was going to be a lot of stuff in here because the gym has overflowed into his driveway. So I knew there was going to be a lot of stuff in here, but there's a lot more machines than I was expecting to see. So that's very cool.
So Digitech, so it's not a brand one, but in the garage, that's more than loud enough. A bunch of protein powders. Dry erase board for writing out workouts if I choose to. I've also got a little Samsung there at the back with the, I forget what it's called, it's like a charger that connects it to the TV so I can project the TV, Samsung to the TV as if it was a computer. And I use that for YouTube and spreadsheets and all that sort of thing. Not sure what the brand name is here, but this is it's a rehab style seated leg curl, and by rehab I just mean that it's got 5 pound or 2.5 kilo weight plates on it instead of the usual 10 kilo plates or 20 pound plates. So it only goes up to I think 50 kilos total, so it's 110 pounds. So it is way too light. But again, I just stick the gym pin in the plate stack, and that'll take an additional 150 pounds of iron plates that I can stick on there, which makes it worthwhile. Got a Stex branded treadmill there, which I swapped an old mobile phone for, so I was pretty happy with that. The leg curl was $200 off Facebook, by the way, and the shoulder press was $400 off of Facebook Marketplace. It was actually a Father's Day gift from my wife.
Evidently, you've been building this for a while, because I've been telling people there are still really good deals out there, but those are some wild deals and you have a lot of them. So I don't know if Australia is just different, or if you've been doing this evidently a long time and you just had time to collect those deals, because awesome job deal hunting so far.
This one I bought new, so I won't say what the amount was, but it's an imported leg press hack squat combo, but it's actually a commercial rated one. So it's got a 1,200 pound safety rating on it. And as you can see, the handles and the pads are much, much thicker and better made than you would normally see on a home style unit. And yeah, it's only got 2 plate horns on it, but thankfully they are long enough that if I use exclusively cast iron plates, which I've got on both sides, plus some of my bumper plates, I can actually get about 900 pounds on there, which is more than enough for me. Normally I only do sets of 10 with like 300 kilos, so somewhere in the, I think it's 2.2, so 680, around 700 pound range. Got a 125 kilo plate stack. It was called Barbarian Line, but the brand is now called ATX Fitness, which is a German brand. So yeah, 125 kilo stack, high and low row, and then just a Chinese copy. It's made by a company called Brute Force, but it's a Chinese copy of a Tough Stuff 6-pack functional trainer. Obviously, it's only got the 6 points that you can do functional training work from. So you can't slide them up and down, but in all honesty, you really only ever use them from either the bottom, the middle, or at the top anyway. Depending on your height, the middle position might change, but it certainly gets the job done. It's a 100 kilo plate stack, and again, I can make it heavier with the gym pin. I have all the handles. I really like those handles for bicep curl or arm type work for buys or pressing. I don't like the metal ones. They tend to pinch on your hands a little bit. There's the low row attachment, easy bar attachment. These are imported copies of the Prime handle. So I've got Prime lat saw, Prime medium rotate handle, some ankle cuffs, close grip. And then I do also have the spreader bar there and a long black zinc coated wide grip.
So if you guys haven't used the Prime Fitness handles, they are a phenomenal handle. They are pretty pricey, so that is why a lot of people import them from Alibaba or something like that. But they're sweet. They're pretty versatile. Essentially, it's almost a mag grip, but they rotate. So one attachment is like 3 or 4 or 5 different mag grips, because there's the different angles. As you know, if you get mag grips, which they're kind of direct competition, then you're just stuck with one fixed position. So if you want to get all the different positions, you need all the different handles. They take up a lot of space and the price adds up. However, the Prime handles are almost as expensive as just getting all the individual mag grips. So pros and cons there. They're pretty sweet though.
Lat pull down, got a belt squat belt there, and just a big assortment of belts here. So let's back up a bit and try to take in the whole show. And there, as you see, starting out there, sort of making your way around. It's about a 2.5 car garage. We used to be able to fit 2 cars in here, but now with all the stuff, we can only fit 1 car in here, and I'm slowly wearing the wife down to the point where we'll just leave the cars outside all the time and and maybe I can bring those inside at the gym, or we'll just get some more machines. But I've got all the necessary ones that I like. I prefer bodybuilding over everything else. Don't mind doing a little bit of CrossFit occasionally, but for me, for bodybuilding, I needed to be able to do sort of my essentials. So in here with the FID, I can do the, oh, this is also really cool. This is part of a little kit that you can buy from SCS Fitness, which will actually, if you get these little cables here, and these cables, actually, if you put the FID bench, you can check it out on my Instagram, Dan Luke Hewitt on Instagram. You can wheel the bench in front of the functional trainer. That seat just swivels out of the way, and you can connect the cables to those long cables and then run the cables through the little wheels at the front of the bench there. And then your leg extension, leg curl attachment on this bench is then considered plate loaded off of the functional trainer, which is a really good trick. So I can do leg extension, leg curl in here, machine chest press, chest supported row variations. I do have a landmine as well for unsupported back work, but yeah, it was really important for me to be able to have some sort of a chest press, some sort of a chest supported row, and obviously that one's a very compact upright one. Yeah, leg curl, leg extension, and hack squat, and leg press, and machine shoulder press, and seated leg curl. They're sort of my go-to movement. So yeah, pretty happy with where the space is sitting at the moment. It is pretty full in here, but like I said, I can still get one car in here. Hopefully you've enjoyed the videos, guys, and yeah, I'll do another one probably in a year or so if I manage to make any changes. See ya.
Dang. Man, first off, thank you for sending that video in. Thank you for doing the tour. It was awesome to see your space. And that is one of the most complete bodybuilding style gyms that we've seen on here. Obviously, we've had a couple like CrossFit style gyms, and then we have a lot of powerlifting gyms, but we don't see a lot of bodybuilding gyms. And I think part of that is just because there's not a lot of bodybuilding gyms, home gyms out there, because obviously it's going to be a lot cheaper and easier to go the powerlifting route. I mean, really, you need a squat rack, a bar, and some plates. And really, that's it. But to go the bodybuilding route, you would want a lot of those machines like you have, and that is awesome to see in there. So everybody comment down below what your favorite piece of equipment in his gym is. I will try to comment down below my favorite as well, but I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I think I'm going to go, I would say the most unique piece might actually be the plate-loaded chest press, because we don't see those very often, but we also don't see the backs or the chest supported row, so that is definitely up there too. I would say it's a toss-up between those two, just because those aren't something that we see very often, and they're pretty sweet. I like all the different pin-loaded machines that are in there, and it sounds like that gym pin is a complete game changer, because then you can just add weight to the stack if it's not heavy enough. Easy as that. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, because it helps the channel. Drop a comment down below and subscribe so you don't miss any of the other content that's coming out. Go through the links down below to support the channel so it continues to grow. And follow us on Instagram, garage_gym_gains. And if you have a home gym, take a video of it sideways, upload it to YouTube, send me the link, and I can feature it on here. I'm gonna need some more Built Bars though, because they're awesome. And as you can see, I do have a lot of them. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.